Professor! Professor McLean!
All right, just coming.
Ah, there you are.
It's 5 a.m.
Is it? My word, so it is. I didn't realise it was so early, did you, Marina?
Oh, sure.
Well, anyway, now that I'm here, any chance of helping me with the randomiser?
How do you mean?
Oh, you know, pressing the button and all that.
There can't be more than half a dozen men with the knowledge to tackle a job like this.
Thank you. Well, you say that, and yet somehow we're coming up on Pod 200.
You're crazy. Will someone please tell me what's going on?
I know, right? Anyway, we've still got a few weeks to go, so how about telling us what we have today?
Rat trap?
Oh, excellent. Here's new Captain Scarlet.
Yes, quite exciting.
So, welcome back to the Randomiser, new Captain Scarlet. I can't remember the last time we saw him on the Randomiser. It would only take a moment's work to look that up, but I can't be bothered, because I want to talk about Rat Trap.
Base. There could be a major communications problem, but
The title being, of course, a nod to one of the greatest Anderson series of all time.
Colonel. Touchdown at Base Elysium in 42 minutes.
be careful. There are 10 Spectrum personnel there.
And they're mean.
Volunteer. God knows what may have happened to them.
We'll do whatever has to be done, Colonel.
So, there's a base, a Spectrum base,
Don't really have a chance, do they?
on Mars.
They cleared the scientists out of Elysium when the Mysterons declared war. I don't care if our guys were volunteers. They were sitting ducks, just waiting for the Mysterons to hit them.
I've got no sympathy for anyone on that base. It's a rather callous disregard for human life from Harmony there. But, oh, this is a great episode. And even when first seeing it, this felt like a serious step up from the first 3 episodes. Which, of course, it kind of is, and it kind of isn't, because it was broadcast as episode 4. I think it's included as episode 4 on most home video releases, but it wasn't made as episode 4. I think it would be like episode 7 or 8, which was just brought forward in the running order because it looks so good. And there's, lovely shots of
We're under attack.
the Spectrum space shuttle in Mars orbit.
Don't need missiles. That's our base firing at us.
And the Martian service looks so pretty.
20 seconds to impact.
But we're under attack because, of course,
It's gonna be a rough ride.
it's new Captain Scarlet. We're only 1 minute into the story. There's got to be a high-octane chase or attack, as we have here. Yep, the shuttle is hit.
Control! Just hold on to her!
Expert piloting advice from Destiny there. Don't let go of the controls! But very nice to see both Destiny and Harmony at the controls of this thing, while the boys are strapped in the back, hoping that the girls can get them down safely. Which they can, kind of. Oh, did we need that engine? Nah, probably not. Oh, and this is good as well.
Destiny!
They're down, but they're out of control, heading right towards the edge of a cliff. What's Destiny going to do to save them? Well, not much.
Welcome to Mars.
They just run out of momentum before they get to the edge.
Hey,
Ask me when
But I'm sure Destiny would take the credit for it somehow.
I crash landed on another planet before.
we're all in one piece, Destiny. Nice job.
I'll check the hold.
Since nobody around here appreciates the fact that I was the co-pilot of that particular landing.
This shuttle ever taken to the sky?
But of course, it's all about Destiny.
Only chance of survival is Base Elysium.
Which, from the look of the welcome, must be under Mysteron control.
Oh.
It'll take 2 weeks for another rescue mission to get here. We don't have that much oxygen.
So we take back what's ours.
Oh, he's so cool. He's so cool there. I mean, admittedly, a lot of the bull in a china shop characterization of CGI Captain Blue, it wasn't so much wearing at times, but occasionally it was a bit sort of, okay, just calm down. But in moments like that, when it's justified,
Icing out.
You want to bet on that?
he's awesome, and this is awesome too. We can't get the doors of the space shuttle open to release the Bison. Well, let's not worry about opening the doors. We'll just go straight through them. And yes, this is a return to Mars. The first time the series returned to Mars.
Hostile, but kind of beautiful.
A hellish beauty. Wasn't that how your father described it, Scarlet, when he took the first step?
He didn't know how right he was.
Oh, and a reminder
Hey,
of,
Paul?
I'm fine.
It's the first time you've been here since...
Adam, I'm fine.
yes, not only his history with the Mysterons, but his family's history with the Mysterons. And there's another bison. But I do feel that longtime fans of the original series always wanted some kind of return to Mars. So I'm very grateful that that's something the CGI show did not once, but like 3 or 4 times. There's a Spectrum bison from Base Elysium. With fogged up windows, that's a lovely touch. Because inside, there's
I guess I spoke too soon.
2 or 3 guys. But they're not going anywhere.
They ran out of oxygen. Exhausted the onboard supply. Got into their suits and used that up.
What on earth were they doing this far out? Pointing the wrong way from base? With no oxygen?
The question is, what was it at Elysium they were running away from?
It does a wonderful job, this episode, of building tension as we make these little gradual discoveries, leading to this rather lovely little Elysium Base model. The CGI, as I think I've said before in the early episodes, is good, but not great.
Looks dead.
But the stuff on Mars always looks good.
Adam, you're with me. Doc, you're with the Angels.
Oh, thanks for nothing. Although I will say, and it's a point that I struggle with in this episode, sometimes when they're out on the lunar surface, it is difficult to distinguish who's who. I know they've got the colour on the captains at least have got colours on their helmets and chests and shoulders. But when you're seeing them in a long shot, it's a bit tricky to tell who's who, and that's going to be a slight problem later on. Anyway, Blue got the door to the base open. Very, very big door.
Motion sensors. Saves energy.
I guess that means no one's moving around here then.
Someone blew us out of the sky, remember?
And a nice subtle-ish sight of a Skyrider, the flying Spectrum bike things. And a nice base interior as well. The logo on the doors, though, and please someone correct me, it looks a bit Transformers related, and I'm not a Transformers fan or historian or know anything about it other than well, I guess the theme song really, but that symbol on the door looks,
oh boy,
it looks like something Transformers related. I wonder if it's a nod to that. Anyway, there's some dead bodies in the control room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of whom looks a lot like Captain Blue. What's Dr. Gold's prognosis?
As you can see, multiple causes of death. Some were blasted by a laser. 3 have almost every bone in their bodies broken, as if trampled by elephants. Others, well, they've simply been cut to shreds.
Oh, it's Technician Monkey Man lying on the slab.
A missile attack.
Oh, that figure gets around. But yeah, listen to that description again.
Keep looking, Doc. We need to know what we're up against.
For a Saturday morning kids show,
One of my specializations, but
it's insane that they would get this stuff into the series. Scarlet's walking back now. What's he going to hear? Oh, it's a lovely moment. And the Scarlet figure reacts so quickly and so believably.
What about communications?
Fried.
Can you fix it?
Put it this way. I sure hope Destiny's having better luck with the base shuttle. Otherwise, you're looking at home for the next 2 weeks.
Tell me something to make me smile, girls.
You're in the wrong place, Paul.
We're all in the wrong place.
Shuttle system.
But that dialogue exchange and the character of the facial animation there made me think on first broadcast that this was about to become a different kind of story. And oddly enough, that story was eventually told much later in Syrtis Major. I thought the story was going to go down the route of they're all at each other's throats because the Mysterons are going to do something to the air or whatever. So I was pleasantly surprised that this episode didn't go that route. But then also pleasantly surprised when Syrtis Major came along and did that very thing, and did it so well. Anyway, Scarlet and the girls are now out on the Martian surface, and Harmony... Something's got hold of her leg. And the Scarlet just starts shooting the ground, because why not? Well, let's let Harmony go, and there it is! Oh, huge spider drone robot thing. It's such a shock, and it's such a gorgeous design. Instantly believable as Earth technology, consistent with what we've seen in this show, but also it's got the green eyes of the Mysterons, and every single limb has got a gun or a saw, and the limbs have got limbs attached to those, and oh.
You okay?
It's a gorgeous creation.
What is that thing?
It's a rat.
I think I can keep it busy while you two make a run for it.
Oh. It wasn't even going to let them finish that conversation. It's normally in most shows the bad robot would let them have their little chat, but now he was like peering over the rock. So, what are you guys doing? Can I saw your faces off? Oh. And yeah, that's Harmony taking a massive knock to the back of the head. But Scarlet... Oh, that's it. I think he's defeated it. Or not. Oh no, because he thinks he's got it on its back, but of course it's self-righting. And it's not happy. And again, classic example of a story that the original series could never have told. Outside of the pages of TV21, there were several robots on the rampage type stories in that. But, well, Destiny has to stay till the last moment to shoot the door controls. Everyone's back in, but of course the killer rat thing...
Remote acquisition technology.
Still outside.
It's used for work in hostile environments. Built of titanium armor plating, this thing can climb inside a volcano and dig out rock samples.
Again, I love that it's not just an evil robot that someone built. It was designed to do good and be helpful.
A home improvement robot.
A top specification killing machine under the control of the Mysterons.
And this thing fired that missile?
This hand, the one that grabbed Destiny, is as dexterous as a human's.
Oh, it was Destiny he was after. Oh, okay.
Can do anything they want it to.
I'm afraid oxygen starvation when her life support was destroyed has plunged Harmony into a coma.
Oh.
This equipment I can keep her
I
steady.
don't like this. Harmony's great. I want to see more of her, not unconscious.
How long?
2 weeks at the most.
It'll take that long just for a rescue mission to get here.
I'll do everything I can. But it's probably irrelevant with that thing out there.
You know, Doctor, your bedside manner really stinks.
Oh.
Foundationless optimism has never been my strong point.
Then watch and learn, Doctor.
I can give you a masterclass in foundationless optimism.
Unit on the bird we came in on. If it wasn't damaged in the crash, I might be able to get this one's systems back online.
Well, that means going back to the crash site.
You got a better idea?
Paul, according to the monitoring systems, airlock number 2 just let somebody, or something, into the base.
Oh. Well, I guess it's Operation Mindless Optimism from Destiny.
So our weapons had no effect on this thing, right?
It's titanium armor plated.
Well, I hope you've got a plan.
According to the schematics, its CPU is housed on top of its body. If I can get on it, I can fix a charge.
Uh-huh. How are you gonna do that?
Well, I was planning to use you as bait.
Oh, nice.
And some very nice, very subtle facial animations in this episode. I was noticing that earlier. Again, Blue as a design is a bit of it can be a bit of a brick of a character, but there's some nice facial expressions on him here. He's now been, well, he's in the freezer, waiting to be the bait. What I love is the...
It's damn cold down here.
I think the robot's already there.
Stay alert.
And it's there in plain sight. Just sitting on a barrier thingy, on a pipe. Oh, but that's a nice running thread as well.
Hear that?
What?
Did you hear that voice?
Scarlet keeps on getting distracted. Yes, the robot was right there in plain sight, waiting for the Mysterons to distract Scarlet so it could jump on Blue. And Scarlet's jumped on its back. Yeah, again, it's a wonderful image. Scarlet wrestling a robot. You'd never get this in the original. Oh, nearly takes a point-blank shot to the face. And now, oh, yes, it's pulled out a circular saw, trying to cut Captain Blue's face off.
Oh, remember, I'm not indestructible.
No, but of course Scarlet's got one of those amazing 10-second grenade things. Although it's asking a lot of Blue to survive not getting his face cut off and then not getting caught in the explosion for a whole 10 seconds. But they've done it. They killed the rat. Everything's going to be okay.
Next time, you play bait.
But there's 4 minutes to go.
Paul, look.
There's another one.
I love the weary resignation in that voice there. Oh, there's another one. Great. Yes, it's numbered rat trap number 2.
How's it going, Paul?
I found the tracker system. This is where the scientists control the rats from, and...
What is it?
The other rat. It's gone after Destiny.
Oh well, never mind. Yes, Destiny had taken the Bison to go back to their shuttle for some reason I've forgotten. Scarlet's going after it on his Skyrider thingy.
Stay there! You got company!
And she looks around the room. Oh my goodness, she's clueless. But that's a lovely shot of the Skyrider tearing across the Martian surface, and you just see the sun rising over the horizon. It's gorgeous. And there it is. Rat number 1 is on the hull. Again, I love that it seems like an intricate plan on the part of the Mysterons. They didn't throw both of the rats at Spectrum at once. They could have done, but they like to have their plans in stages. And it's now breached the shuttle hull, so Destiny's got a helmet on. But who's come to save the day?
You heap of junk!
It's Scarlet on the Skyrider. That is what they're called, isn't it? Skyriders? I do hope I'm getting that right. They were so rarely used after all. Like, even after all these years, I still quite don't always remember the names of vehicles in this show. And a very nice shot of the rat leaping towards Scarlet's Skyrider as he tries to lure it away. Unfortunately, leading to a...
Paul, no!
I hate that shot of Destiny. I hate that reaction. I hate everything about that. Oh no! Paul! Oh, but this is cool. He's crashed the Skyrider as it was weighed down by the rat. Over the edge of a volcano. He's just about hanging on. Oh. And that always makes me wince, that sudden music sting, because the rat has clamped its hand onto his leg and is pulling itself back up from the abyss. He was so close to getting rid of the thing.
You are ours. We made you, and we will destroy you.
Oh, again, I love that. I love that reminder of what Scarlet is. This is the world where our hero was reborn. It's great that the show didn't forget that. But there we go. Boom. Scarlet's blasted the rock that the rat was holding onto, and the rat has gone, fallen into the lava. Ah, bye-bye, Ratty.
Need a hand?
Oh, good. You're hit. Where were you? You were useless. Oh, well, time to go home. I guess we've got all the scientists' bodies in the back.
Just a few seconds. Then we'll know if we're in business.
You know, I remember watching my father on TV, taking those first steps on Mars. All I ever wanted to do was follow him there.
And now?
I wonder if we should ever have come here.
More gorgeous facial animations there.
Getting back there.
We're fine, Captain.
Oh, poor Harmony, still unconscious.
Okay, ignition system's back online.
Hooray for me.
Fire.
Good. Then let's get off this rock.
Ah, and that's it. Everything's sorted out. I assume the bodies of the scientists are in the back. It would be rather unfortunate if they just left those behind. But as the Spectrum space shuttle flies away, that was Rat Trap. And what a wonderful early episode of New Captain Scarlet. What a fabulous return to Mars. That alone would be enough to make this story a classic. So the fact that when they get there, they have this wonderful, very realistic and yet also very sci-fi threat to deal with is just wonderful. Some fantastic stuff with the rat there, some fantastic reminders of Scarlet's Mysteron heritage, and I believe, in fact, if you want to watch this episode, you can watch it for free now on the Jerry Anderson YouTube channel.